Hi, I'm Jeff Carnevale. I am your fitness specialist today in your journey to wellness. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to need one piece of equipment today, so go ahead and grab yourself a resistance band. I've brought mine with me today. Mine has handles. If you have a resistance band without handles, that is fine. That'll work as well. Whatever works for you. I will say, even if you don't have a resistance band handy today, if you want to grab a couple cans of soup or just do the range of motion for your muscles and your joints, that's great as well. Just join me, do what you can, and have a good workout with me today. We're going to start first by just loosening up a little bit. So I want you to stand up nice and tall, drag one foot back behind you, and just gently do some ankle rolls. As you do this, I want you to think about starting to take deeper, more heavy breaths, exhaling completely. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other foot, drag it behind you. If you can, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Maybe start to engage your core, think about your posture, and just do a couple of rolls in each direction. Excellent. We want to warm up our arms today too, so I'm just going to put this down for a moment. All right, we're going to make some letters today. We're going to make the letter I first, okay? So arms come up, inhale them up, exhale them down. All right, as always, we all have slightly different range of motion available to us, so I want to make sure that you listen to your body. And if you ever feel a joint bothering you, then don't push into it. Okay, we're going to make the letter Y next, so those arms come out like the big capital letter Y. And this time you get to exhale and drive those elbows back, and now you're making a W. All right, back up to Y and back to center. One more time. Inhale up, make your great big Y, make it into a W, and then back up again. Good, all right. Just a couple little shoulder rolls, loosen up. Okay, we're ready to go. So we're gonna take that resistance band, if you've got it, and we're gonna wrap it around ourselves here, right up around our armpits. And I'm gonna encourage you to grab those. If you have the handles, you might actually need to grab it a little bit in front of the handles. All right, again, make decisions that work for your body today. We're going to rotate our arms up, and we're going to have 90-degree angles from our wrists to our elbows, and our elbows are going to be slightly lower than our shoulders. All right, what we're going to do is some one-arm presses. So you're going to exhale, and you're going to push that arm forward right towards the middle of your chest. So if you were looking in the mirror, you'd be pressing that fist right to the middle of your chest. I encourage you to exhale as you exert that force. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale it out. Inhale it back. So take your time. You can always adjust the amount of resistance you're pushing by changing where your hand position is. If you'd like more resistance, you just come up a little closer. Less resistance, you take it a little further away. Another thing I want you to think about while you're doing this exercise is really keeping your core tight and making the effort not to rotate your body. So as you exhale and you press to the center of your chest and you bring it back, you don't twist when you do so. All right, you're looking good. We're gonna do two more on each side. Focusing on the breath, exhale, squeeze it out. Inhale, guide it back. Exhale, squeezing it out. Inhale, guiding it back. Very good. Last one on each side. Excellent. So we fired up those big muscles in our chest, those big muscles in our core. Now we're gonna get into some squats with an added press upwards. So you're going to need your resistance band, but we're going to do this a little different. We're going to hold on to the handle if you've got one. We're going to put that resistance band on the floor and stand on it with both feet right through the middle of the resistance band. And then you're going to want to get your feet a little bit wider in squat position. So when you're holding the band right here, there's just a little bit of resistance already, okay? We've done squats before, right? So we're going to push those hips back a little bit, keep our core tight. We're going to drop into our squat, and then when we exhale, we're going to press straight up. Now again, I encourage you to find the resistance that works for you. When you're strength training, we love to feel those muscles burning a little bit, but what we don't love is for those joints to get angry with us. So you never want to feel like you're in need of pushing through pain that feels sharp or tingly in your joints. All right, inhale down, exhale, press it up. Use the range of motion again that works for you. Try to keep your gaze forward and don't allow yourself to hinge down and look at the floor. All right, we got two more on this side and I'll switch to the other side. You can see this is a compound exercise with lots of muscles working all at the same time. Excellent. So shake it out, we'll do the other side. So we've got our hamstrings, our quads, our glutes, and our shoulders and back all working on the same exercise, right? Our bodies really love this kind of exercise because we don't usually use one muscle at a time, right? When we're lifting groceries or whatever we're doing, we're using multiple muscle groups. All right, let's line up the other side. We're gonna inhale down, we're gonna exhale, press straight up. The other thing you might notice that's one thing the same about this exercise is we're using one arm at a time again, and we're using our core not to rotate. So we're going straight up and down rather than pressing up and leaning into one side. So that's great concentration. You're looking good. Stay with it. Always let your breath be the guide. Inhaling and then exhaling into that full extension. Inhale down, exhale up. You may also notice that one side of your body is a little bit happier doing something than the other. It's completely normal. We're not symmetrical creatures. We're trying, but just take a notice of the fact that it's a little different, but don't worry about it. Last one here. All right, outstanding. I'm gonna shake that out a little bit. The next exercise we're gonna do is for the big muscles in our upper back. This is great for keeping good posture in your body. I like to start this off by calling this zombie arms, okay? So we got our hands out in front of us, palms facing down. We're gonna bring that resistance band up, and as we exhale, we're gonna pull it apart and just to the top of our chest, and then we're gonna inhale and guide it back up. This might look a little bit like one of the warm-up we did when we made the W. So the elbows are coming down to the side, and we're gonna release that tension out of the band as we come up. Exhale, pull it down. Now, if you're wearing a button-up shirt, you'd basically just be pulling it to that first or second button. Don't go lower than that. And what you should be feeling here is those big muscles in your upper back. Those muscles that help you with your posture, keep your spine aligned, and your head in a good position. So what we're doing today is really a full body strength training workout with just a resistance band, or like I said, even if you don't have one, and you're using some cans of soup or some little bottles of water or even just your body weight, you're feeling what muscles are working and you're training them to be stronger. Excellent. We got one more of these. I know we're starting to fatigue out on it a little bit, but that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fatigue out that muscle group, keeping that good form. Excellent. All right. So we'll get the next one. We're going to combine our legs and our arms. Again, we're going to hold on to the handles if your resistance band has handles. We're going to step on the band with both feet. All right. Again, getting that right in the middle of your foot. And I want you to pretend like you're holding a tray. So your elbows are by your ribs, and whatever's in that tray, whether it's your favorite lunch, whatever it is, it's not going to spill, right? We're going to take that right leg and we're going to step it out as far as we can, and then we're going to do a bicep curl. And then we're going to go back to that tray, step that foot in nice and slow. Step out to the left, bicep curl, back to our tray, step in. Yeah, that's excellent. So it's really important to stay nice and slow. You want to be moving everything using your own muscles and resistance rather than gravity or the resistance of the band moving it for you. So gravity doesn't pull that band down, your muscles do. Excellent, taking it slow. You'll also notice what we're really trying to do here is pick that foot up and slowly stepping in and out rather than dragging that foot. I know that's challenging. Stay with it. Take the stride that works for you, that you can control. Everybody's going to be a little different, but now we got our inner and outer thighs working, our core muscles working, and I bet you feel those biceps working now, holding that tray. All right, outstanding. We got one more in each direction. Very nice. All right, let's bring it back to the center and let's just stay where we are for a moment. Always take a sip of water whenever you want. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you can always hit pause if you need to, but always take time for your body. Sips of water, quick rests if you need them. The next exercise is going to be a side raise. So we're going to hold on to those resistance bands on the handles if they're there, and we're just bring our arms up to the side and then bring them back down. All right, we're going to exhale up and inhale back down. Again, it really takes some concentration here, right? To slowly bring them down, because that we create that heavier resistance as we bring them up. And our body's wanting us just to allow them to pull down fast. But the muscles are working in both directions. All right, so as you exhale up, they're working. As we inhale down slowly, you can feel them working. Still your core engaged, your posture strong, using your breath to guide your workout. All right, we've just got 2 more of these. And then after that, we're down to our final exercise in this workout. And it's another compound exercise. All right, excellent. So you can remain standing on your band. I'm gonna just switch sideways because it's a little bit easier for you to understand this exercise if you see it sideways. So again, both feet are on the band just like you were before. We're gonna bend our knees a little bit more on this one, okay? And we're gonna really have to tighten up our core as we stick our hips back a little bit, hinge forward. So we're gonna do 2 things on this. We're gonna row our elbows back, and then we're gonna extend them behind us. And we're gonna come back into here and come forward. So I want you to think about pushing your elbows back, and then extend those arms and straighten them behind you. All right, think about the track team passing the baton from runner to runner on the relay team. Pressing it back, bend those elbows slightly forward. So again, we get to work some big back muscles. Our core is all fired up, keeping us in this position. Our gaze is about 4 feet in front of us, so our spine stays nice and long. Again, that posture remains really good. And now you're gonna start to really feel the back of your arms, those triceps firing up as you press back and hand that baton back. All right, we're doing great. You got 2 more after this one. Again, breathing deeply, exhaling the work back. Inhaling as you bring it forward. Last time. All right. Wow. Great work today, everybody. I hope you're feeling stronger, more balanced. And I encourage you, if you're up for it, once this video is over, go ahead and just play it again and do 1 more set if you're feeling strong today. Thank you again for joining me on your journey to wellness. And remember, Dallas Park and Recreation brings communities together.